Hey everybody, welcome back to the PTM AC Customs Garage. We're here to get into the handguns in Armor Core 6. We will look at the stats, who uses each, the best way to use the guns, if it's more than just caveman trigger, and any other miscellaneous info that I may stumble on. As usual, if I miss something, feel free to comment that info down in the comments. The handguns include the Coquillett, the Duckett, the Sampu, the Viento, and the VP66LH. Let's start with the Coco. The Coquillett is an entry-level handgun, and it is available by default in the store for 35,000 credits. Oddly enough, it was named after a fly-enthusiastic entomologist named Daniel William Coquillett, and it's made to look like an Auto 9 from RoboCop. The Coquillett is a large-caliber handgun developed by Balaam. The rise of core theory introduced a new kind of close-quarters combat, and with it a reprisal of handguns, which demonstrate stopping power with tremendous impact potential. Okay, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Flavor text, it's still just a Coco. It's used by G6 Red's AC Hermit, and 620's AC is dual wielding Cocos in the Cataphract trailer. It is a kinetic weapon with magazine reloads, and has an attack power of 166 with an impact of 235, and an accumulative impact of 149. Oh yeah, the kinetic handguns lay on the ACS. Being like that, the direct hit adjustment is a low 125, handguns tend to kick pretty hard, and this one's recoil is a meaty 32, with the ideal range at 85, and it's effective out to 167. So keep your tactics in tight. It has a 2.5 for fire rate and has a magazine size of 7 rounds, with a total ammo count of 196 rounds. It reloads pretty quick with a 2.1 second reload time, and its ammo cost is 100 credits per round. Oh good, it's using those smart cars as ammo also. It is hyper lightweight, weighing only 1200 Miyazakis, and has a small 122 energy load footprint. The way handguns work, you have to pull the trigger for each separate shot, or burst. Not only that, but with one exception, they tend to have small magazines, but is redeemed through short reload times. With the Coco being the entry handgun, it is as simple as that. Use it to lay down the ACS, and when that stagger happens, you can swap out to your high direct hit weapon to punish. Handguns are great for builds that swap arm weapons back and forth. Now for the upgrade to the Coco, it's the Duckett. It's got the Mad Duckets. It becomes available in the shop after you chop up the ice worm at the end of chapter 3 for 112,000 credits. Yeah, there's that insane Balaam price hike. Like the Coco, it's very reminiscent to an Auto 9 from RoboCop, but it's got a much longer barrel than its predecessor. And it was named after Catherine N. Duckett, another entomologist, this one who loves flea beetles. Flea beetles? It's a long-barreled handgun developed by Balaam. This model increases firepower while retaining the impact potential of its predecessor. Still taking advantage of this weapon in a large-scale engagement demands skill and experience. The Duckett is the only weapon from the original list of weapons to not have a preset using it. Maybe it was something that G7 Hakura was using and we just never really found out because he was already dead. It is a kinetic weapon that has a magazine reload with an attack power of 249, an impact of 315, and an accumulative impact of 160. It has a direct hit adjustment of 125, a recoil of 49, so it kicks like a bodybuilding mule. The ideal range is 90, and it's effective out to 178. Kilometers? It is kilometers, right? The fire rate is a slow 1.7, each magazine holds 8 rounds in it, and it holds 208 total rounds. It takes 3 seconds to reload and has an ammo cost of 120 credits per round. Again, since it's just a handgun, it's a lightweight 1,650 Miyazakis, and only uses 158 energy load. Like the Coco, it is a tool for building up the enemy's stagger bar. It just does it a lot more aggressively through power. Both guns are fun to use and can pair nicely with each other, allowing you to easily offset reloads and always have shots to shoot. Just remember to bring something to punish that stagger. Also, make sure you try to give a moment between shots to alleviate that hefty recoil, and use arms that can handle more recoil. Just not the knock dryer arms or the wrecker arms. It's a trap. Next up is the Sampu, the Shrimp Sampulator. It also becomes available after stomping the ice worm. There's a lot of those weapons that become available after that, and it costs a much more reasonable 73,000 credits. Thank you, pals. It's a burst handgun developed by Baus, the company that cares about the little people. This weapon is designed to serve as a sub-weapon for contributing to ACS overload, leveraging the accuracy and spontaneous firepower that its burst-oriented design provides. Yeah, and it can contribute with another Sampu, and it's just dirty. The Sampu is found on Rusty's first AC, Steel Haze, and King's AC, Aster Crown. It's a kinetic burst fire weapon that fires 2-round bursts per trigger pull with a magazine reload sequence. The attack power is 87 per round with 105 impact and 64 cumulative impact. Times 2 there is just to indicate that it is 2-round burst. It too has a direct hit adjustment of 125. The recoil is 15. Its ideal range is 80 with an effective range of 165. The fire rate is 5.1. Something. I don't know what that is. Like, what is it 5.1 of? Anyhow, it has a 14-round magazine size, so 7 trigger pulls before you need to reload, carrying 350 total rounds, in a fast 1.9 second reload time. Each round costs a humble 40 credits. It's hyper light at a mere 960 Miyazaki's and uses very little energy at only 62 energy load. Slap on the Sampu with another high impactor, like another Sampu, and hop in close with a high speed AC to quickly pop off a stagger that you can then swap to a melee or some other high direct hit weapon to delete targets with. The Sampu accomplishes effectively the same job as the Coco and the Duckett, but through more rounds and rapid fire capability than power. One of the few AC weapons Elcano has available, we next have the Viento. Viento is the Spanish word for wind, and this is a deadly wind. Okay, that wasn't supposed to be a fart joke, but things happen. It will be made available in the store after you complete the mission Escape for a whopping 148,000 credits, and this one might be worth that price. It's a needle gun developed by Elcano, a semi-auto weapon that fires special needle-shaped ammunition, provides a good balance of attack power and impact. The Viento is one of Rusty's Steel Haze Ortis's signature weapons. It is a kinetic weapon with a magazine reload, 181 attack power, 175 impact, and 117 accumulative impact. The direct hit adjustment is 130, the recoil is low at 15, the ideal range is a sweet 105 with an effective range of 192. The fire rate is 4.0, it has a small magazine size of only 5 rounds, and you can hold a total of 160 needles. It has a quick 1.9 second reload time, the ammo cost is surprisingly cheap at 80 per needle, cheap for specialized ammo anyway. The weight is a lightweight 1180 Miyazaki's and uses a little more power at 215 energy load. Viento is not too dissimilar from the other handguns. You pretty much get it up close and fire away until the impact is dealt. This pairs really nicely with the Truino, also from Elcano, making it so that once you hit that impact, you can just point blank them with the Truino and deal a lot of damage, and then rinse and repeat. Last up is the VP66LH laser handgun, the thing that we always accidentally charge up and fire. And I agree, Hazenflay, whoever purposely charges it up, the thing goes off on its own. The right hand version is a reward for the tutorial mission Intermediate Support 2 Reverse Join ACs, and the second one can be bought for 92,000 credits in the store after that. Not even Arquebus price gouges like Balaam does. It's a laser handgun developed by Arquebus, essentially a miniaturized laser rifle. This energy weapon offers unparalleled ease of use, fires in bursts when charged. It can be found equipped on Nozak's AC Bitter Promise. It's the only handgun that is energy based and has a heat buildup and cooldown. The attack power is 175, the impact is 95, and a cumulative impact of 39, all with a heat buildup of 90. The charge attack is a 6-round burst that does 220 attack power per round, 95 impact, and 39 accumulative impact, still with a heat buildup of 90. The direct hit adjustment is 140, 17 in recoil. Its ideal range is 190 with an effective range out to 247. The fire rate is 2.5, a charged energy load of 435, an ultra short charge time of 0.4 seconds. Of course, no wonder. It carries a total of 380 rounds. Somehow it's limited, a cooling of 315, and the ammo cost is 80, same as the needles. It's the heaviest handgun at 2,800 Miyazaki's, and uses the most juice of the handguns at 395 energy load. It's a very versatile weapon, has great range for a handgun, and is a little more focused on DPS than it is impact. It's a great candidate for builds looking to build away from the ACS focus and more on tactical long play. It's great with a shield and some plasma missiles, and the legendary Project Lavender by Hazenflay that we will eventually get to feature on the Build-A-File series. Hers holds 2 of them. Alright everybody, that'll do it for me today. Thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Hit the buttons down below to help out. I'm gonna go get some lunch now, and I will see you in the nest.
We've got enemy reinforcements incoming. If I don't intercept them, we're both toast. I hate to leave you like this, but you'll have to finish without me.